We're going to be using the C minor pentatonic scale over all these jam tracks, and you probably know it in one position. We're going to use just the third string as a starting point, and then you'll apply it via the previous lesson with octaves and unisons to the entire neck. But the third string's a good one. You're going to keep your tone uniform, and we're going to apply some of these legato slides and mix things. Now, this is pretty easy because if you're thinking in terms of intervals and you memorize this, the minor pentatonic scale has either major second intervals, which are whole steps, 2 frets, or minor third intervals, which are 3 frets. The flat 7 to the 1 will always be a whole step, right? Major second. Now let's take what you played here and put that little application of low, high. So the higher of these two becomes the lower of our next passage. So it's a chord scale. We move up. Now you're on the root. You go to the flatted third. You can see this in diagram 1, a C and an E flat. You're going to practice this with some different fingerings. Use your first and your fourth finger, and your first and your third finger. When you use your first and your third finger, it puts you in your traditional blues posture. Your first and your fourth, you can use your hand around a little bit, but you can also use your classical postures for both of these. And what I mean by that, the rock blues posture is your thumbs around comfortably, palm side, your index finger, knuckles right here, so you're in position for bim. It's that typical thing you probably already know. But if I want to play these modern stretched out forms, it's a classical posture. So do you see? Practice both of them to prepare you for anything that comes down the road. So if I put these together, and it's going to sound different. Let's go back to the Dorian jam. You hear all the different rhythms I played? Some I go, high, low, low, high. Oh, now watch what I'm going to do now. Eighth notes, I'm picking everything. It gets a little liquidy, kind of starts bending with that legato slide. If you start interspersing the legato slides, expect the rhythm to get a little rubbery. It's part of the gig. That's if it's with the first finger. It can get a little rubbery, but if you use your third finger, I'm sliding up lightning fast. I've got race car brakes. I'm going, I can stop on a dime from 200 miles an hour. You throw your hand into it. So see how fast you can go, but don't go too fast. You'll burn the tip of your finger, which, by the way, little sidebar. I actually burned the tips of my fingers about 2 hours before this video shoot with hot bacon grease this morning, so I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. Don't do that. If you're going to shoot a video or play a gig, don't accidentally burn your fingers. But if you're doing this real fast like this, it's actually going to heat up your finger, it'll heat up the string, so you could burn yourself. Don't do that. But so here I've got this, and I see it as 2-3. I've talked about this in a lot of my courses because the minor pentatonic scale is a very useful scale. I could play, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to put them together. That's for later on. I could go, get going real fast. So just take maybe those 3 notes, the flat 7 to 1, the 1 to flat 3. But before you stay in one place and get bored to death, what should you do? Oh, I paid for all those notes. I'm going to learn how to find every note I need. I might play it in... Right? Okay, so now we've got 3 of the notes out of the minor pentatonic out of the way. We'll talk about the next one in the next video.